But yes, you could build things only for solving puzzles, but otherwise you don't have to because I barely built anything.
I also
And I
hate.
still had a great time. I loved Uppies.
I'm. Hi, Sherry. We're talking about Zelda.
We're talking about Zelda.
I missed the verticality of the gust. I hate. I want, and I hate the ghosts. The ghosts annoy me to heaven.
The avatars.
Yeah. I dislike having to go find somebody to go do a thing. And they also get in my
That
way.
is fair. Uh-huh. Sure. That's what they all say.
I guess I'll stop complaining about Zelda because I've been complaining about Zelda to my other friends, though I'm still playing it. Don't ask me why.
Oh, hi, Deb. Welcome. I didn't even share it in any other Discord yet. Sherry, Deb wrote it down in her calendar. I feel like I'm gonna do that now. I like just got home like 5 minutes ago. How's everyone's day doing? My day is pretty good. There's not enough time in the day
We didn't
to do
say hi to you,
everything.
Sherry.
I did say hi to you. I mean, I think StreamYard just didn't catch up yet. So, hi, Sherry. We pulled up your comment and everything. You have your own life to remind you, and I have my life to remind me.
I have to remind her.
It's true. I didn't. Okay, Rachel, tell her what time I sent you the StreamYard link.
It was in the middle of the night because I looked at it this morning. Yes, it was 12:02 at my time.
And guess when I made that link?
12:02 today.
12:02 Eastern. So yes, um, I was gonna do it at 6 o'clock yesterday, but then um, I forgot. So I have a secret, something to confess to you all. And then just a second. Oh, not sprints. These aren't sprints. Delete, delete, delete. Um. Okay. Hi, Kayla. We're gonna say hi first to people. Okay, yeah. Well, we had clicked live and we said hi, Sherry. We're talking about Zelda, so yeah. Ooh, PS5. No, that's fine. It wasn't announced, so surprise.
We kind of.
April was such a busy month that I think it just sapped all of my brain cells, and I'm recovering in May. I think that's what's happening. I'm eating combos because I want to, but I will try not to eat too many while I talk. But yes, thank you, Deb. Yeah, calendars. Yay! Hi, Aline. Uh-oh. Okay. That's okay. Be nosy. Yeah, exactly. Uh, you. I think you mean cult, not clit. Um, book club.
I was like, that's another book club that does exist.
I love that. Oh, that's silly. Um, it's just we just discussed it on. Oh, actually, I'll send you a link. Um, I'll send you a link. Hold on. Unless somebody named Sherry wants to send her a link on Discord. Um, your name is the same as your name on Discord, I think. So yeah, let's just do that. Yes, I'm human. I can play with. You know what? You can play with brooms. Okay, I sent it. I sent you something. Exactly. So who's gonna join this book club? Book clip. Best typo ever. Okay, I sent it too. Are you though? I don't know. I'm not okay ever. Are we sure? I mean, I skip smut scenes for the most part in books, so
I'm not human.
so go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm just you. Nat might be human, but I'm not.
I am, according to Andrea, known for scissoring for some reason. She meant to say clipping, but she said scissoring instead. What a swap. So here's my confession. I don't know if you can see.
To be fair, I think there's like a few chapters of the next book at the end.
Potentially. But I'm not quite done. But I did look up how it ended.
Which is sad. I like the ending of this book.
Which is fine with me. I today I was like, okay, I have all this time, and I did the math and everything, but then I did math wrong. I was like, oh, I am definitely not finishing this on the way home. Tamra.
I think this is a theme of a thing we tried. It might be that tends to be last minute. I tend to be months early.
No, she's talking about the clit stuff.
Oh.
Yes, I spoiled myself for the alien invasion. But yeah, weren't you here for the Andrea thing, Tamara? Maybe you weren't. But yes, I did spoil myself for the end. So here's my confession. Well, first, before we talk about ratings and stuff, that was my confession. So Rachel or I can give you a summary of this book. AKA, I'm gonna read a thing off of the internet if I'm doing it.
Oh, I was not. I was looking at this, but I was just gonna summarize. We have the Stone Age humans meeting, basically immortal as in they can live with 3,000 years, basically, with magic. And they discovered, oh, they can die. Let's go fight them. Political nonsense happens.
Mm-hmm. Tamara, this happened like over a year ago. So, but it's okay. But yeah, Stone Age humans, gods versus humans. We have a god killer, a seer, and a chieftain. Well, not quite a chieftain. And then the tagline at the bottom of the summary is "A time of rebellion has begun." That's a dom.
Well, I guess it's a lot of political machinations, particularly with other gods talking humans as something interesting that I have in the book, or at least an interesting plot device is other Frey, which is elves can't kill other Frey, so they have to use proxies.
Exactly. Okay. Once had a math teacher 2 years in a row called the Gum Club. Oh. She asked me to explain the club for new people. I kept stuttering, call it the club. I love this. That's funny. But yes, I find the book, the concept, and the premise very interesting. But we'll talk about my feelings in a second. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm making it sound worse than it actually is. I am interested in the next book. I think just right now with my brain, a lot of political machinations. Is it great? which this book had a lot of, I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I mean, unless something about when I actually finished the book makes me go, it's a 4 because it was written a certain way. But right now I'm feeling the 3.5. And I didn't want to DNF it, so that's another bonus. But a lot of political machinations, I got confused with character names. And not that I don't like the narrator of this, because I liked him when he read Red Rising. But I think this is a series I need to like tandem read or just eyeball read, because I eyeball read Michael J. Sullivan's other books and I really liked them. So maybe Michael J. Sullivan is a book series author that I just read with my eyes. So Deb read it 2 years ago. Will she remember things? Who knows?
I read it 6 years ago.
Sherry doesn't remember the ending or Hall Out of General. So here for reminders. Okay. Also to find out when I need to read the next book. Since no one knows how to make a schedule around here. Hey.
Before next month.
It's going to be next month, probably June 13th. Because that's the second Saturday of June. That's okay. Oh no. Poor Tamara. Yeah, I think when I tried to read this, I had just finished binging all of Red Rising, and I just couldn't. I was like, I can't do this. This is Red Rising. Must have been Red Rising. So rereading it made it easier to follow. The first time I was still also a little confused about the writing. Yeah. And I think for me, it's sorry, there's mowing going on if you hear mowing. My nephew is mowing our lawn. So it's not like a neighbor like Lexi. But I think this is definitely like a setup book for what is to come, especially with how some things go on later in the book that I haven't read yet, but I read a summary about. Okay. Rachel is leading this discussion since she actually finished the book. And I'm going to give thoughts.
We can do ratings first. You said 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first time I read it was a 5, but again, that was 6 years ago, so it's now 4. But I guess going through, unless I don't think a lot of people in the chat have read it.
Some people have, some people haven't. Some people reread it, so
yeah. Deb, yes, I've read everything. Everything in this world.
She's read everything, even all the Raya whatever. Correct?
Yes, I read everything.
Okay. And I have read all of the short stories, and I read the Crown Tower, the Rose one, and the book after that one. Those are the ones I've read.
The Death of Dugas.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's over there. That's one.
That one I remember the least out of all the 3 that I read. So I'm glad we're rereading it. Sherry had the same thing where she was really listening to Red Rising. Yeah. Well, you have time to read 2 books then. Gave it a 4. Originally gave it a 4, but this time wanted to give it a 5, mainly for nostalgia, but stuck with a 4.
Yes, this is the one furthest back in history. He is writing a new series that's in between. So it's this one, Legends of the First Empire, his next series, Rise and Fall, and there's going to be another trilogy in between that one and Rhaenyra Chronicles, and then it goes Rhaenyra Chronicles, Rhaenyra Revelations, and there's going to be a last 5-book series called The Cycle after Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm. And he's an author. He said this in the beginning of the audiobook, because he said it himself, that he likes to have the whole series finished before he releases the first book. So you know that even if he dies, the series is done. So at least a series will be finished.
Yeah. He's an author that likes to yap at the beginning of his books.
Yes, he does.
But
Hey,
I guess
Kirby. Welcome. Thank you.
one issue I had reading it this time is I know it's like 3,000 years in the past, but I was like, okay, need to not think of like real human history things and try to think if any this was actually possible of civilization is possible
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of go with the flow. It's like what was or like something. I was like trying to see like the invention of things, and it's like just kind of stop and chill.
Yeah, that was I think the one thing for me in this book that made me be like, I can't grasp what I'm familiar about it with like setting. Besides, I know that it's in Stone Age, but I'm like, but what about in the book made me feel like it was in the Stone Age? And the only thing that came up was the whole idea of this person inventing pockets, but also that didn't feel Stone Age for me. I also got a little annoyed by that. I'm like, we don't need to learn the discovery of pockets,
Yeah,
like in
that
this as
happens.
much as we did.
I got more and more annoyed with that throughout the series.
4 stars. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, admittedly it might not be Stone Age. It's they have bronze, so probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say I think Michael was writing too medieval.
There's a lot of people in this book.
But I guess we could talk about the characters. Who is your favorite character?
I like Siri. Suri. Sorry, not Siri. Not my phone, but Suri. Suri. She's the seer.
Yeah. Yeah, she's interesting. What I liked it's interesting with her. It's like trying to figure out what is magic, what she's talking about, and actually like magic and what's something that was made up, and to explain things.
Good point. Good point. I think I liked her character a lot, but also I think sometimes when it comes to magic, I have come to realize that I don't need a hard magic system. I will just accept a lot of things unless you do something later that contradicts that thing. You got to keep it straight within your world, but I will accept anything when you give me the rules. They are a fantastic invention. And it did take too long for them to get on the side of skirts and dresses. You are correct. It does feel a little bit more Viking age, but not quite.
It also could be then.
So, but there's also, okay, so actually when I started reading this book and even while I'm reading it, I did compare this a lot to, and I think maybe this is why I'm giving it a 3.5 as well, because I kept comparing it a little bit to is Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. Because I really love that trilogy a lot. And this has a lot of similarities, but they're very different stories, but they're very similar in some aspects, like the whole gods versus mortals sort of situation. Did you read Shadow of the Gods?
Yes, I have. I can see that, but that one also has more. Their gods are more real gods.
Yes, they are giant beings.
Because I guess oddly enough, one of my favorite characters in this series was Arian.
Okay.
Well, she's a queer character.
True. That is cool. My brain is like, who is Aaron?
She is the teacher to the prince guy.
Oh yes. Okay, I had to look it up. Ooh, Jeb. I'm excited for you.
I guess she's one of my favorite side characters, just because she's kind of interesting and like you learn. Mm-hmm. That's how we kind of learn the magic through her, or she's the most connected to the magic.
Mm-hmm. What do we think about Wraith? Because he feels like the main character. I thought he was fine.
I think he's a reluctant hero.
Yeah, I would agree, because he doesn't want to be a god killer or anything.
Yeah.
The real loves Wraith.
Yeah.
The real God Killer.
The real God Killer is Malcolm.
Yes. He's the real one. But Wraith has been called upon to be God Killer.
Because Malcolm keeps hitting them in the back of the head with the rocks.
Moya. I'm blanking up Moya.
She's the mouthy one.
Oh, yes. I like her too.
I was like, not the great description, but I
I got it, though. That's the thing. There's so many characters. Even just looking at this list of characters, I'm like, oh, we're getting into Wheel of Time territory.
It's not that bad. It's somebody who's read both.
Good. Shadow of the Gods. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, when you said Green Rider, I was like, when I was reading it, I'm like, this does not feel Green Rider at all.
We can't bring up Green Rider in every one of our lives.
No, we can't. The thing is, Sherry did comment in the Discord about Green Rider. So I'm like, well, will we talk about Green Rider again and how this is similar? But we won't, because it's not similar at all, in my opinion.
Not in the first book, because it's more... Green Rider is definitely more limited in its narrative.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And what do you think of Nephron? Elf guy. Elf
bad guy.
Not the bad guy. Well, kind of bad guy. He's the one that shows up with his group.
Oh, yes. I have no opinions about him at the moment for some reason. At the moment, he seems like the typical, like, what's the word? Oh no, I didn't get my way because I'm a man and now a woman is in this position sort of character. That's what he kind of made me think of me, like, makes me go, eh. Yeah, I am just incredibly lost with all the characters for sure. And Dev is like trying to sound like a challenge to me. Ooh, with the Green Rider.
You haven't read Green Rider though.
It's okay. But yeah, no, I am completely lost. I think the next book, for book 2, I'm going to eyeball read it. I'm gonna maybe immersive read or just read it with my eyes, because I think maybe I'll be able to grasp the characters better with that, because with the audiobook, and also the other thing that I think with audiobooks, if they don't have different voices for all the characters, I also get very lost. The great thing about like Red Rising with Tim, what's his name? Tim Gerard Reynolds, is that Red Rising is smaller-ish cast of characters, so I can keep track better. But since this was so big, it's so hard. Oh no.
This is very...
It's because you didn't read the last chapter? Well, I know what happens in the last chapter, but I haven't read the last chapter.
It's very significant.
Well, yeah, the summary only gives me like, this thing happens. Oh, yes, I do remember reading this about Malcolm and Nephron. This is spoilers now, people. The thing is, it doesn't tell me that what Malcolm is much more than he appears, and that he and Nephron planned much of what has happened. So they're like kind of puppeteers. Nope, chaos is chaos. True.
It's better, I will say that. Well, true. It's better to... That one just doesn't give you, like, the context, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, and Malcolm and Nephron were working together because Malcolm failed to follow Nephron's orders. Gotcha. But yes, I actually have no opinion, because it's like I read it in a summary and I haven't, like, felt the feels of how the last chapter is. So I felt really bad. I was thinking, it was like, it's too late to cancel. I'm just gonna have to.
Admittedly, what were we saying before the start? It's like, oh, I don't think anyone's gonna be here. 10 minutes.
Oh yes, and now there's like 6 people here, and I'm like, oh dear. I'll be better next time. And this is the first time this has happened. I've usually always finished Like I always finish.
Anyways, but yeah, this one is very much a setup book with the different. It's also classic fantasy style with humans, dwarves, goblins, elves, even though they're not called that. But
Yeah, and I think I have been very out of practice of classic fantasy for a while. Yay, I'm glad someone's down to talk First Empire. um so I think that's just the other thing that is just I'm out of practice. I've been reading a lot of romantasy.
yeah.
No, not extra burnt toast for me.
Well, and I will say that this isn't the author's recommended reading order to start with this series.
That is a good point.
But I wanted to when Nat said yes.
I mean, I was planning on reading it in this order too, when I did this, so that's why I was okay with it.
But okay, this is very chaotic, but I'm going to try to be better at leading characters. The plot was very
really quick. What is the recommended order?
It's the publication order according to the author, which is starting with Raya Revelations.
Mm-hmm.
I did Revelations, this series, Chronicles, Rise and Fall, I think.
Timer, I do have all the books on Audible. So in an hour and 20 minutes, you can have this book to listen to after this live show. Guys going against me. Okay, go ahead. So, okay. Yeah, series order. Okay, that's what the series order started with. Okay, yes. Sorry, go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah, basically this one sets up for a lot of the biggest themes on how history changes throughout the perceived, and you can see that within Raiura's series and like how this one is setting up how we got there. So there's spoilers for Raiura here, but
yeah. Okay, so there's spoilers for other things that happen in the rest of the Raiura Chronicles stuff.
Yes.
Which is
yeah, because you're learning the true history versus what the history you're told in Raiura.
That's true. That's what he did say in the beginning of the book.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted to read it this way, so I can see I want to see the progression.
But, and to your point, I will say reading Raiura after this is harder to follow because of how much changes in 3,000 years, at least for her. Which, if he's writing a story about like with something with the true history, and then you have a different history than what you know in the series you wrote before, that would make sense. How it could be kind of harder to follow and confusing.
Yeah, because like there's classic themes of like women being minimized in history throughout. You can see that in the Raiura Revelations, and like Persephone, who's a big character in this series, and how her role changes in Raiura.
I'm thinking of a character in Raiura with Rose. Rose. Anyway, about her character and how in that book, the Rose and the whatever, how that whole book was kind of about how women are awesome, but they're treated awful, you know?
Yeah. And that's kind of interesting for me, is seeing like that history. Like right now we're in oral traditions with, you have, at least with the humans, you have the speaker, I believe. I forget what the title is. The speaker of ways?
Think so?
I don't know. Bear child lady's role.
Yes. I don't remember. If I can't remember character names, I'm not going to remember this. But if someone else does remember, Keeper of the Ways. Thank you.
I was very close. And like at least the human tradition is very oral tradition, and you can see a little bit with Arian coming in and saying, "Why don't you write stuff down?" Or I believe that. But, and then you have, and then also a lot of the epitaphs is the Book of Bryn.
Yes. I really liked the epitaphs. I'm becoming more and more a fan of people putting stuff before chapters.
Don't be like me and skip epitaphs, because I skipped them for the entirety of the Mistborn trilogy. I missed a lot.
Oh, you did miss a lot. You did miss a lot in Mistborn epitaphs. Honestly, I feel like the epitaphs in Mistborn kind of spoil who is the hero of ages at the end. But a lot of people still don't see it coming. So don't skip epitaphs.
It's I was reading the epitaphs to because I read the series, so I'm like looking at it, it's like how it, because it's the Book of Bryn, so what is it going through that?
Yeah. Yeah, those are so good in books. I just love that. Like little, and it's not a trope, but like writing flair, I should say.
Yeah, but I will tell you, epitaphs and Mistborn are very important. I was very, very confused. I didn't know it was like 2018. I didn't know what I was doing.
That's okay. It's like when some people skip epilogues in books, which I can get for like contemporary romance books, skipping epilogues, because sometimes they just ruin the book. But like fantasy and sci-fi, don't skip epilogues, people.
To be fair, I think skipping epitaphs makes more sense than skipping epilogues.
I see that. Kind of. Yeah, I can see that.
It's not.
I think just don't skip anything, but that's just me personally. Unless it's glossaries.
Yeah. Okay. So your favorite character was Suri.
Suri, yes. I tend to like seers in books. Huh. Deb's dropping something. And you messaged your friend Sandra, and your friend. We all knew who Sandra is.
My friend Sandra. I think Sandra has called me her wife, apparently.
For your wife. Okay, that's right. Her wife. Your wife. I couldn't remember. I was like, I think they at least called each other like friend or something like that, but it was something not friend.
It's fine. I think it's a joke, but yes.
It's a funny joke. I like it. You skip prologues. That's when I younger and up.
Yes.
Do things. Oh, so yes, Suri. I seem to like seer characters and in lots of fantasy books. And I really, from where I'm at, oh, this is not what I want. Sorry, I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Now my phone thinks I'm talking to her. The only thing about Suri's line, and I think this is a me problem, and I think I've discovered something about me in books that I have a hard time with, and I can't tell you why. I like dogs. I like wolves. But sometimes I have a hard time with wolves in fantasy series. Why? I don't know. And for some reason, I think, is Minna a shapeshifter?
Read it to find out.
Read it to find out. Because I think right when Minna was being talked about in Suri's storyline and everything, I kept reading Minna as a shapeshifter, and now I'm wondering if my memory is just horrible. It could be.
Minna is not a shapeshifter in book 1.
Okay, in book 1. But I kept on thinking there's just something that's not jiving with me about Minna that I don't like, and I feel like it's because she's a shapeshifter, and I don't know what it is. My brain's like, shapeshifter and wolves in fantasy books? Ew. Don't know why. I like vampires and I like other shapeshifters, but wolves for some reason is where my brain draws the line. That's weird. It needs to get over it. So you don't
like werewolves?
No, I'm not a werewolf girly.
Odd. Anyways, I think you're mixing up with the bear child thing.
Bear child.
when they were when they thought the daughter of the Keeper of Ways was the bear that was killing everyone.
Yes.
I forgot about that entire storyline, and that I got there and I was like, oh, I forgot about this. Does it get? It's kind of dark, I guess.
It is. This definitely has not as a fun vibe as his first series were, like the Rhaenyra. I'm gonna say it wrong the entire time.
Rhaenyra.
Ours are hard. Is more like fun swashbuckling sort of feel, and this one was a different tone. And I think that's another thing. I was like, oh, this is a different tone than those, because you have like in those books the banter between the two main characters whose name I'm forgetting because names are just hard today.
And you kind of have that a little bit with Wraith and Malcolm a bit, but because it's a more ensemble cast, it seemed lighter up until like that point, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the bear, and then you kind of learn the entire like story about Persephone's husband. I forgot his name. He's not important.
He's not important.
he was an old man marrying a child.
Rhaeglin.
He's not important.
But yes. They had no buckles to swash in the Stone Ages. They barely have pockets. Very true. But yeah.
But and then Rhaeglin cheated on his wife and had a daughter. And then it was like, and then it like broke the illusion for Persephone about her husband.
Yeah. I did like her character. She just wasn't my favorite to follow. I don't know why.
I don't think she's that important in this book, kind of.
Okay.
Or at least compared to other characters like Wraith.
Yes. And Malcolm.
Yeah.
Well, like, and the thing is, I think I also liked Ciri more because I did read Pile of Bones, which is the short story, which was all about her.
Yeah. I don't think I read that. So I didn't read everything. But
You didn't read all the short stories?
I barely read short stories.
That's fine. The thing is, I got it free as an Audible exclusive a long time ago because it's like an hour. It's so short.
I also think I have it. I just never read it because.
Has anyone here read Pile of Bones?
Yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of short stories.
There's like at least 3 that I can think of.
There's more than 3. Let me tell you. Well, okay, for First Empire, I don't know if there's more than 3. Sorry, I'm looking. There's just Pile of Bones for First Empire. But for the other ones, for like the Rhaenyra series, there's more.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens with like Age of Swords going on because you had. I don't know if you got to the battle at the end. I don't know.
I did not get to the battle yet. I'm on chapter 19, which they're talking. They're always talking. Moya, Persephone, and Brynn are there. They're talking about Persephone being a leader and such. And then Suri meets Gifford. And then Sebek joins forces with Wraith. That's what's happened.
That does not help me with anything.
There's not a lot happening in chapter 19. In chapter 18,
Is it before the bear or after the bear? Are they fighting a bear? Have they fought a bear?
I don't. No, they have not fought the bear yet.
Okay, it's before the bear. That's I know.
It's like right before the bear.
Okay, that helps me more. There's the bear, and then you have the battle with Grin. Well, who is the
Yes.
mirror leaf guy that comes in with the
Yes.
prince.
This does help. I think I need to just figure out how can I associate the name to something else that's similar. Ria. That could work. Okay, you recognize the names, but that's it. Memory has not been jogged yet. I mean, we haven't talked about too many events, and I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Also, yeah. Like right now, like as I was reading the book, there was almost a point where I was like, this is a just fine book. It's gonna be like 3 stars at the most for a lot of the book. But then it has started to get interesting past the halfway mark. So I think maybe the stuff that might jog your memory is stuff I haven't read yet, but also if Rachel wants to discuss it with the comments, that's okay.
Yeah. I think what I found is, at least in this book, it's very much setting up for things. Other later things in the series make it more memorable as a whole. I was like, I can't compare this House Witch that much, because there's different vibes. Other than House Witch, I could like call out plot points. But this one,
but yeah, I feel like a lot of this book. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just like Arian because it's a queer character in older fantasy. So
I think this book, while it is good, it is definitely a setup book, and I think there's a lot of setup for world but definitely characters.
Yeah, and I think because of the recommended reading order, you have some familiarity with. In Rhaeria, you see like these names, like Persephone is like you've heard about her, so you're more excited.
Yeah, and I don't have that
yeah.
with me because I don't remember Persephone being said in the books that I read.
I don't think she is, because that's the your series is a more fun odd job series of we're going here to go do things now.
It's like, okay, Royce and the other guy with the 3 swords have met. Thank you. They've met and now they're gonna go do stuff. Like basically it's how they meet the adventures. And how they learn to like each other.
Yeah.
Right era.
Yeah.
Okay. I will get there. I will just have to like listen to it and like 10 times. And then maybe we'll just get in my head like a song or something.
I don't know how to spell it. I've typed
I know how to spell it. Ryiria. See if I'm right.
I don't know.
Oh, I messed up. Okay, I mixed up the I, and the Y location, but it's Riyria.
It's a massive world, at least.
It is massive, and I am really excited, like, to get to the next book because I know there's a lot of people who don't love book 1. So, like, there's people who like it a lot, but there's a lot of people who are like, this was just fine.
Yeah, an Age of Swords sounds like we're Age of Swords and then Age of War. So it sounds like we're setting up for a war.
And then, there's a book called Age of Death. I wonder what's going to happen in the Age of Death book.
Or Age of Empire. I wonder what happened.
But yes. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss or any other things that people want to discuss in the comments? Again, I feel really bad. I feel like this is my fault. It's 100% my fault.
It's fine. I mean, like we talked about, I had difficulty trying to figure. I was like, topics. Other than like, there is definitely I don't know if you noticed any themes that you've read that were interesting.
Not too many themes at the moment that I can think off the top of my head. Oh, I mean, there's definitely, I think, a theme of self-discovery, personally, especially like, Persephone, like in the chapter I'm reading, they talk about her potentially taking leadership or her being leader and her finding her identity after her husband's death and such. And then there's Rain, who his identity of becoming a god killer, and Suri being a seer, and with Minna and everything. So there's a lot of stuff about, I guess, coming to terms with your fate, almost, not maybe just identity, but like going into your chosen path, whether you choose it or not.
Yeah, and you have like Arian who's challenging like her king, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So there's definitely like the age of change, I'm gonna say. It's happening, is the start.
I guess because the Frey live for 3,000 years ish, and Arian is over 2,000 years old.
Yeah,
which it's hard for me human to picture, but like her interacting with humans changed her like perspective, which was kind of interesting.
Definitely. I agree with that. There's definitely an escalation implied with the books titles. The Age of Death was fun. LOL. As long as death happens at some point in every book, I'm sure I'll like it.
Characters have died, at least in book 1.
Characters have died in the books that I have read from the other series.
I don't know if does a character die in every book. I don't know if a named character dies in every book, but I think so.
I don't know. Okay, this is still in the realm of this world, but I'm very curious to learn who Pickles is. Okay, not Pickles. The one thing I remember is that when I read the Crown the Crown Tower, there's this character named Pickles, but then he like was someone that he wasn't, and I'm like, okay, who is he in these other books that I probably haven't met yet?
See, I am forgetting the name Pickles because it's been a hell, and I'm like,
see, if you just name characters Pickles, I will remember it.
I don't know. The names of the series were also very weird because you have Rafe, and then you just have Malcolm. His name is Malcolm, which feels
yeah, nice. Jerry likes death. That is what's confirmed.
I hope maybe she'll like the end of Green Rider when my prediction of everyone dies.
I think she would like Green Rider. We talk about Green Rider every time. Let's not talk. It's our brand. We should just say we are shirts that say we are fans of Green Rider. Or have you heard about Green Rider?
It's fine. We can't talk about it in January anymore because apparently it's moved. So
yeah. Oh yeah. So update. We won't be talking about the next Green Rider book in January because they moved the publication date because that's stinky pants of them. Do you have a spot to talk about these in the Discord? Yes. We do have a spot in the Discord. I forget where in the Discord. I think it's under long series. I'm gonna keep going. I think you should keep going too. Because I say so.
The Green Rider series or the series, Sherry?
The series we're talking about or Green Riders? Yes, that's a great question.
Yes to both, though.
You know what? If we don't have one, I've not seen it for some reason. Okay. We will have to add a series. I swear we had Age of Myth in the Discord, but I guess not. Oh yeah, the first one was fine. Yes, because the first one is just fine. It gets better. Yay! Okay, I'll make one in our Discord.
Also, I realized I never took the tag off of this, and I think I bought this in 2020. The little.
Oh, okay. Anything else we'd like to discuss? You were bored. Blasphemy.
I mean, the first book is kind of fluffy, and
Yes, it does some building. It definitely does get better. What book should we say give Sherry till until she can DNF it? Okay. I was
2 or
thinking
3.
2. I was almost going to push it to book 3.
2 is just long, or it's longer, so that's why I was being.
Yeah. Yeah. Book 3 originally was my favorite when I first read the first 3 books.
But
you're not a fan of fluffy.
That's why I was saying, like, this is a kind of longer series. So I was like, book 3 is really great, but if you're not enjoying it, why?
True. Ooh, yes.
I mean, we do have talks about at least the other ones.
We do. The only one we don't have recorded is the first book, but the first book is just fluffiness. This one is meant to be discussed. We'll say that this series, the one meant to be discussed, is very available from the library. Yes. Sorry. We should have a counter of like how many times we talk about Green Rider in a discussion, so that we can stop talking about Green Rider in a discussion.
Unfortunately, I am very unmedicated right now, so my brain's going wee.
And I'm very much so like, this book was a 3.5 stars. I don't remember characters very much. And we do need to talk about how that is being pushed back. So we don't know when. We will let you know when we know when we're going to discuss the next Green Rider book. So you guys have some time. I think the new pub date is, you said June?
I sent you a picture. I don't remember.
You did. I'm going to look at the picture. June! I remembered! June of 2027. So if anyone who wants to read Green Rider, catch up. So, I mean, if you do get the series finished by June, awesome. But yeah.
And that, yeah.
Yeah, we need Rachel to bring us back from our romantasy era to back to our epic fantasy era. Because I have a lot of epic fantasy to read. Like, I own this book and I still want to read it, but I need to prep myself to get back into epic fantasy before I can even think about starting this.
Yes, I see. The thing is, I never left the epic. I never joined everyone in the romantasy era, so I
You did it, and we're proud of you.
Listen, I tried. I don't know if I will eventually enjoy it. It's not like it's terrible.
Yes, please bother me. I will be finishing this book today. I'll make stuff on Discord while I'm listening for any more thoughts if I have any. But I almost feel like, well, I had to request the book, but I'm gonna request the book as soon as possible for book 2, and I'm gonna read it with my eyeballs. So
I was like, I have the audiobook. I was like, I have all the series. I can't just send it to you, unfortunately. I have all the like little.
Yeah. I mean, I have all the audiobooks. It's just I think I need to read it with my eyes.
Yeah. It does have like pretty, like, I like the.
Oh, sweet. I can get it right now. But I'm going to put it on a little bit of a wait because I don't think I'll read it in 14 days. I have other stuff to read first. That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Don't worry. Maybe part of me is like, okay, planning time, people. So did we want to do? So we're going to read First Empire, correct? And then we're taking a break with another series, or we're going to go straight into the next one. So I have a thought.
The next one, it takes place with character's son is the main character from this series. So there's a bit of a time jump, so we could probably take a break.
Okay. What if we all got back into our Rob J. Hayes era?
For which one?
I've only read Eska. I wouldn't mind rereading Eska. Thoughting is dangerous. This isn't dangerous. Fair. I think I'm romantasy-ish, but I'm not as romantasy as others. Where would you like to start?
I've read all of them, so I don't care.
I know.
I would like people to read Titan Hopper, other than me.
Okay.
But there's only 4 books out in the series right now, and it's not like complete.
Okay. It's not complete?
No.
Okay. So, and I can add a poll. So, okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me add the widget. After First Empire, Rob J. Hayes next. Let's see how many people here are interested in that. We're doing a poll.
Type 1 or 2 in the chat for the poll.
Yes, Sherry's in love with it. Oh yeah, let me move the widget so that it doesn't there we go. So it doesn't get covered by comments. So yes, please type in 1 or 2. I'm going to do this. I agree with this. I'm romantasy enough as long as it's it's like more fantasy than romance.
I mean, Green Rider definitely has some romantasy elements.
Which one?
Green Rider.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yes.
Yes, there's one. Mm-hmm. And then if we do we want to start at the beginning, which I know is your least favorite?
Which I remember. What was that series that I forgot?
The Ties That Bind.
Oh, that's been forever since I read that, and it's annoying because this the pirate series, only one of those books has audiobooks. Has an audiobook.
Ooh, I mean, I have the first book physically on my shelf for the pirate series. So we could do the ties that bind, or the Mortal Techniques, which is 5 books though. The Ties That Bind is just 3.
Or Eska again. Yeah, so the Ties That Bind, the trilogy, all has audio, but the series, the pirate duology afterwards, only one of them has an audio of the 2.
Gotcha.
That I found, and then the standalone thing has an audiobook.
Okay. Eska gets so much better after book 1.
I like book 1. I
like book 1, but it gets so much better.
Yeah.
Ties That Bind does have audiobooks. They are actually I don't know if they're still free online.
Oh yeah, that one YouTube channel.
Yes. It's
like the 5th Empire doesn't have an audiobook. It bugs the crap out of it.
Yeah. So book 1 was really good. Book 3 was my favorite of Eska.
Book 4 and 5 are weird.
Yeah, they're not my fave. They're like my fave, but I liked them. They were weird. So yes. Hold on, for you people on your phones. We're talking about this series, or this series. I also have a bunch of Rob audiobooks.
I think I own like all of them.
So, take a look at these links. Hopefully they made them linkable. I don't know if they will. And we're going to stop this poll. And we're going to, get rid of it. And do a new poll. Which one? Mortal. Do you have a preference of Mortal Techniques or Ties That Bind, I guess?
I've read all of them. So it does. That's like, I don't really.
I also am going to put both have audio. books. I can spell, I swear. Okay. Start and show. There we go. Okay, good. Thank you. You're fine with whatever. We'll click 1 or 2. Make a decision.
That or we'll put it in the Discord where no one will make a decision.
Otherwise, I'm just going to say we're going to start at the beginning of his work and go up from there.
Oh, Lord. So we're doing... yeah, at least I'm not making you all do the Wandering Inn.
I actually would be kind of okay with Wandering Inn, but we need like 3 months in between each book for other people. For other people.
What are you talking about? Go ahead.
They're not like 1,200 pages.
They are.
I voted. Oh wait, I meant to vote 2 and not 1. Oops. Oh well. Okay. Yes, they do have that one. I meant to vote for 2, but it looks like most people are voting for 1. Actually, Sherry, if you want to type in 2, my 1 can be your 1. If that works. But yes, Ties comes in an audio bind up bundle. It also is, I think, pretty much is free because they had permission from the author to post the audiobooks online. I swear I speak English. Okay, can you type in 2? Just type in the number 2. Oh, thank you, Deb. Well, unless that was your vote. I don't know what's your vote. That's fine. I'm just going to hide in my corner. Yes. Oh, nice. But yes, 2 months. Thank you. Yeah, I sometimes know I do not make sense. Also, Sherry is at work, so we're going to give her a moment. But yes, Fantasy Audiobooks is a YouTube channel that does have permission from the authors to post their audiobooks here for free. According to what I've heard and seen. So I'm going to put this here as well. 1. I'm not opposed to trying Wandering Inn at some point. Actually, oh, we could do Wandering Inn down the line.
When it has 20, when it was released 5 more audiobooks.
Probably. So.
I'm actually reading all Wandering Inn each month right now. I'm on book 8. It hasn't made me cry yet.
It has?
Not this book.
Okay. All right. Poll is ending soon. It's basically ending. Okay, so it looks like Mortal Techniques will be after that one. So,
also, I think his first book's actually the Thief. Takes the Thief series.
Rob J. Hayes.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck? I don't know about those books.
I haven't read them, but I've also need to finish. I need to read that new Hammerfall series book and the new Titan Hopper book by him.
Oh, hold on. No, the Ties That Bind was published 1 year before It Takes a Thief.
Oh, okay. Because I think like only the second book of the Thief series is an audiobook, from what I saw.
Rob,
why is your stuff so spotty, and why is it the second book?
I don't know. Who knows? He still hasn't finished the God Eater series stuff that he had the Kickstarter for. I mean, he gave out all of the stuff, but like I think.
Yes, I just need the second book. in the 3 trilogies.
Yes. But anywho, so thank you for coming to another chaotic book club discussion where we did once again talk about Green Rider for a moment. In midst
That
of
was
another
for a
book.
purpose. That was for a purpose.
But we did divulge a little bit. So thank you for coming. For those who know, June 13th, does that work for you?
I have to go look at the calendar. Yes, it works for me. Is that actually the? Yes, so that is the second Saturday.
I actually don't work that day. Do you want to have it at the same time though?
It's fine. Whatever works for you.
I like having it at the same time personally. So this is for everybody. Saturday, June 13th at 2 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. Eastern. Yay, Kayla is free. We will be discussing Age of Swords. I will have it done before then. If I don't, I will just hide under my bed, and that's a scary place to be. Oh, you have the 3-book bind up of the Auto for Mortal. Yay! And then Mortal Techniques will be our next one, which I need to create. I'm going to Mortal Techniques. I will be. But we'll discuss that, how we're going to read that one later.
Yeah, because I was like, on my schedule that I don't have pulled up right now, but I think I have this one kind of going to the end of the year and stopping before the very end, just because it gets crazy, particularly in like. Mm-hmm. And we were going to originally read Green Rider, but publishers.
Yeah, it does though with Mortal Techniques. It does give us, even if we start in January, February, March, April, May, or even if we start in February, that will still give us time to be done with Mortal Techniques if we want to talk about Green Rider in, because it comes out end of June, so we probably should talk about it like in August.
Yeah, that was what. Assuming it comes out at that time.
Yes, Boo Publishers. Yes, Kayla, please let me know. Please yell at me.
I also think Carly was asking about when we're doing this in the group Discord, and I think I just saw that.
Yeah, I'm blah blah blah. Wow, words are hard. Okay,
is that Carly?
I have to look. Oh no, that's Kayla.
Oh, I'm fun. I can't read. I thought it was.
I didn't see this until now. I'm so sorry, Kayla, but you figured it out. Okay, good. Start June 1st, because they're like short enough for me to read quickly. So
they're like 500 pages. This one's, it's not like.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to check out the physical book, but it's checked out currently.
Because they have definitions in the back.
Definitions?
Yeah. And like character, it's like a character, like, I don't know how the best way.
Oh yeah, this book is 470 pages. Okay.
Will you please stop focusing?
Okay. Cool. Excuse me.
It gives you a glossary of terms and names in the back.
Yay! All right, I've requested everything. Oh yeah, Carly is a frog. Carly is froglet.
Yeah, everyone in that Discord has weird names. So
you should have been around when when a bunch of us had our names in Times New Roman.
Jeez, I don't even have a new. I don't even.
No, sorry. Roman numeral numbers. Sorry, not Times New Roman.
That's fair. I don't change my name. I have my. Admittedly, my username is weird, but I don't really change my username.
Well, the thing is, I don't ever check the back, because what if I accidentally read a spoiler?
Yes, but it's probably big. Yes, I would call this one. Let me get the second book real quick.
Is this for a certain readathon that I still haven't decided whose team to join?
The second book also, yes, because looking like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Kayla says first one no, second one yes.
Like
close enough.
Yeah, the tree.
You know what? You do you.
Yeah.
Just don't read a white book and call it a dark cover, I guess.
Yeah. I was like, the tree takes up more than half of the book. That's why I would say yes.
Are you joining Amazing Readathon?
Probably not. I've never tried.
That's okay.
I've been terrible. I haven't joined sprints in forever.
When you appear, it'll be like, whoa.
I've just been in I used to join sprints when I physically read, but I don't physically read anymore.
I mean, when audiobooks exist. Okay. All right. We're going to end this. Hardcover is lighter, more light around the tree. Okay. So I guess it depends what edition you're reading it to.
This one.
And if we're looking at the audiobook, I can see what Kayla means if I'm looking at the audiobook cover, because it's kind of light dark. It's like half light, half dark. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye. I'll see you later in the Discord and all that jazz.